I'm back. That's right. It's Jessica Koch. Here we are again, and it's Profound Professionals. It is the interview series that has been coming to you for over 9 years now. We have brought you over 1,000 industry experts from all over our beautiful globe, and they help improve your personal life, and they help you grow your business. Gwen is the nature dancer, and she's a plant-based and whole food treat maker. I don't know why whole food treat, and she's a baker. Who doesn't like a little bacon? I think there's a lot more to this Gwen person here that we have on our show today, and she's going to tell us all about it. So welcome, Gwen.
Thank you, Jessica. So good to be here.
I'm excited to have you. So tell me a little bit about why that is your introduction, and a little bit about your story and journey and how you're serving people with passion and purpose in the world.
Thank you. The reason dancer, I came out feet first 65 years ago, and I now am a professional dancer in a professional dance company in San Diego, California. Who knew that was possible?
When I was little, I was in California. I went to Laguna Vista Elementary, and I was there when Mount St. Helens erupted, and the whole area was covered in ash like snow. Anyway, I didn't mean to interrupt. Keep going.
Oh, no, totally cool. I appreciate you bringing you in here as well. I'm sorry, I'm a little bit fan. I'm having fangirl moment.
Oh,
I saw you about a year and a half ago, and I was just like, I want to be on her show. Yes. So as a purpose coach, I teach people to be themselves and love who they be. And it took me a long time. I mean, it's been a road, a very long road, allowing other people to totally tell me who I was and destroy my identity, where my former husband was a narcissist, and he wanted to download his entire brain into mine in case anything happened to him, so I wouldn't have to get a job. Like, that was the worst possible thing that could happen to me. But the worst possible thing was that my family called me Bobwin because I wasn't Gwen. I was, and Bob says. So having survived narcissistic abuse and physical abuse, with that, emotional, financial, the whole gamut, lost my home, everything, by marrying that man. Empaths, narcissists, there's this dance. We just think we can help. And so I did a lot of that work. And that's one of I love helping empaths, and especially empathic entrepreneurs, and then writers and authors that can't get stuff done. And that is because I discovered I'm not good at doing things by myself. I was a solopreneur that can't get things done. That's a recipe for disaster, right?
Not if you have a VA team, it's okay.
Yeah, you got to be able to pay the VA team too. So you got to have it coming in so it can go out, right? And so I created a Get It Done Lab back in 2018. It was working with a group of people, and people were getting more done in 1 hour than they were in an entire week. And I'm like, there's something here. And we were having fun. And then, life happened, and I went on a bunch of telesummits and created so many different products to help empaths and go from disempowered to empowered, and ways to protect themselves when they're out in the world, or if they live with someone that happens to be controlling, energy vampire, etc., all of that stuff. And then, of course, everything stopped, but it didn't, because because of the telesummits, I was already online with a global audience. So 2020, 2021 were great. And then late 2021, all of a sudden I started having these episodes that made me walk off to the right. I was completely exhausted. I could not function. I couldn't drive. I was making really bad business decisions. I kept trying to run my business. And when I recovered from that, because I did that, they never could find out what it was. The wonderful energy healer said, "You're expanding to contain more light." It was like, that feels very accurate. That's who I've always been, a lot of light. But of course, you got to dance with the shadows. And when I came out of that, I could not work alone. It was like the things that I would put out weren't landing. I couldn't breathe. My back really hurt from sitting and forcing it. And I went, oh, the Get It Done Labs. So I brought them back.
Uh-huh.
And now I'm working with people. We get up and we dance in between or do squats. There's so many different things you can do in the breaks, and people are getting lots done. And that just, it lights me up to see somebody that was having trouble starting or finishing a project, like a book or a chapter, or their copy, their website, that they come. Somebody started their book by writing, journaling with me, and they're finding completion. And I'm getting my stuff done too. It's a win-win-win.
So one of the big services you provide to the world, to these solopreneurs, is they get an opportunity to come in and do Get It Done time together. And now, if they wanted to sign up for that, how would they do it? Where would they find you?
They would find me at getitdonelabs.com/7 reasons. So 7 in the actual number, reasons, and that gives you a mini course that I put together for you to explain the top 7 reasons why you have trouble working alone, and then how to get it done with fun. So that's a place to go and find that, and you can get on my calendar from that thing as well. Of course, you can always go to my regular website, gwenlepard.com, as well.
Okay, that's 2 great places to find you. You know, a lot of your story resonated with me. I don't often share, but I had my first 7 years of marriage was a similar experience. But it's interesting is I don't share that as my story anymore. What I share now is the 26 years of fabulous joy and love and light that I have, and between having a really great spiritual relationship and a really healthy, beautiful love with my husband, I also was able to open up and in those years develop this amazing love for myself. And it's interesting that you keep saying intuitives, because I think we all are. When we get to a place where we're healthy and joyful and feel loved, a few months before Christmas last year, I had this amazing dream, and it was like watching a movie, and it was a full 7-series volume of a historical fiction novel that I will write and create, and I believe will be produced into shows at some point. And it just came, and it came because my vessel was clear and empty. I removed all of the stuff, and I just felt love and joyful. And I think we all get that amazing brilliance when we give ourselves permission to love us right where we are today. Doesn't mean we don't have goals and we want to improve things and be the best version of ourselves. Just love the version you're in right now. And I think that leaves space for intuitiveness and creativity, and these, some people call them downloads, or whatever your spiritual connection happens to be. It's very fascinating.
Thank you for sharing that. I'm really looking forward to watching, reading, listening to what this is.
Yeah, it's going to be a lot of fun. And you know, I never thought I would create anything like that. If you had asked me months before that dream, I would have told you no. I am producing a song that's coming out this year. I'm producing a children's book with one of my daughters. We have 7 kids and 8 grandkids. You know, lots of different things in my business world as well. And I create, I sew, I paint, I'm making baby blankets for grandbabies, and, you know, just different things like that. But, you know, it brings you so much joy to do this stuff, and you can really get it all done. And if you need help getting it done, then hang out with Gwen and her crew and see what you can get done with them. Now, how about giving us a tip for some productivity?
Oh, productivity tip. Okay. One of the number one things that I do when I have a question, a challenge, and this helps me be more productive, is I breathe. I take 3 easy breaths. So say you have a challenge. So do we have time to do it real quick?
Sure.
Okay. So say that there's something that you want answered. You know, there's a challenge. Maybe you're like trying to figure out between a couple of decisions. So think of that, and then settle, taking a nice, easy breath. And I say easy breath instead of deep breath, because deep breath has force. There is resistance. There's pressure, where an easy breath is the breath that you breathe as a baby. Your belly expands, the air rushes in, your diaphragm contracts down, and your lungs fill with beautiful oxygen. And then it just relaxes back up and you exhale. So let's do 3 of those. So as you're thinking about whatever it is that you're looking for, an answer, take in a nice, easy breath. And if you can, close your eyes. And out. And again, nice, easy breath. And out. And another breath. And notice what you notice. Things might be popping in. And breathing out. Taking that moment to center and ground yourself through the breath allows you to be more productive because you're not all, you're in your body, you're embodied. And what comes through you is going to be more genuinely you and will land better than if you're in this frenetic mode of think hard, pressure, gotta get it done. Get it done with fun.
Yeah, and sometimes there's so many things unless you don't know where to start or what's the first thing to do. And I think that exercise will be fantastic for that because you could get some clarity on what's the next best action to move me forward using that technique. I think that's beautiful. I love that. All right, well, we want to make sure that you guys out there get typing all those nonprofit causes that are close to your heart, the things that you love. We've been doing this since show number 1 because we hope to inspire someone to give time, treasure, or talent to one of these great causes, or just spread awareness so that someone who needs the cause or the resource they give can have access to it, or they might know someone who desperately needs that service that cause provides and that just had no idea it existed. And now they can help be the answer to someone they love or someone they know in need of this. So let's be a hero today. Hit the share button, put your causes in the comments section wherever you're watching our show today. And Gwen, share with us a cause close to your heart, please.
Water.org. Water is life, and bringing clean water, sanitation, water that hydrates us. We lose a quart of water every night when we sleep just from breathing. And there's people that don't have a quart of water, clean water to drink.
Yeah.
To replenish that.
Water is so important. And, whether you're in whatever country you're in, we make sure we put extra filtration systems on our well water and having our water checked and helping causes all over the world that help give wells and clean water is a wonderful way to spend some resources. So if that inspires you, then get on it. But if there's something else that inspires you and you just have forgotten about it and you remember now because we're talking about the topic, well, then go find out what that cause needs. Just do something outside of yourself today to touch the world, to touch the community, because that's just a way you can be a hero with a small action right this minute. Hit that share button because we're now going to put books in. Books that inspired your personal life. They helped you grow your business. They helped you transform. They were that book you really needed. Maybe that's the book someone else needs. Put it in the comments. Put it in the chat. Don't keep it for yourself. Share it with the world. Or maybe you're an author. Maybe when we hit the share button, we'll be featuring you. So put those books in the comments and in the chats wherever you're watching our show so that we can feature and support you. So how about you, Gwen? A book that inspired your personal life or helped you grow your business?
Both. The Water Code by Rainey, Rainey, Marie Hiley. And it inspired me so much. I reached out to her and asked if I could teach the 13 chakras that she teaches because they're energy systems that I always felt something was missing in the 7. And I'd been introduced to other 13 chakras, but when I saw that, I was just like, so she was so gracious and said, yes, go ahead. So I'm actually writing a book about that now with, and have 13 authors for the 13 chakras. And the book, when she wrote it, her friend said, you wrote this for the future, right? And then when I reached out to her, she went, oh, the future's finally here. And that was in 2020. So I taught about them for over 3 years. And then just stayed for a bit because there's just so much power in the lower legs and being connected in a much deeper way. So it helps my well-being. It helps me be 65 and dance. And it also has created a whole business model of teaching. So I need to get past the death by PowerPoint.
Mhm.
Yeah. And now the book is coming through as well.
So the book that inspired you, you're now also writing a book, kind of spun from it.
Based off of a chapter in her book.
I didn't tell you that when I had that dream about the 7 historical fiction books, that I also, it like changed the channel, and then I had in the same dream a book about another 5 series that's about legacy and generational healing. And part of the storyline is the water has memory that's on the land of this family, and water does have life and memory in it, and it's so powerful. And so I thought I'd mention that because you're talking about. So tell us a little bit more about your book.
The book that I'm writing is Struggle is Optional, an introduction to the core vitality system. And it goes through the journey of the 13 chakras and how they can help, and how you know if you're out of alignment. And Rainey's agreed to write the foreword, and I already have the publisher. So I'm very excited to get that one out this year. I probably close to halfway done with it. I thought that all of the trainings that I had done, transcripts, instant book, no. There was so much more that still needed to come in. So yeah, downloads, yes, I do call them that. And so that's happening. But in the meantime, I'm in 7 other books.
That's awesome.
And 2, well, one from 2021, the other one is really recent, and she's someone we both know. Do I get to show them?
Sure. Oh, very cool.
The Other Side of Divorce. Yes.
Yes, very nice.
This one's really resonating with people. I put 7 golden nuggets for thriving after divorce, and the narcissistic husband and all of that.
Funny, I guess I am in that category, but it seems like a lifetime ago. I was married for 7 years, but I'm remarried now for 26, and I don't even know that. I mean, that's a story of another person. I very much don't connect with it anymore. I've kind of, I guess, almost shed it, like like a skin that's not needed anymore. So it's not my story anymore.
That's so wonderful. I'm feeling that. As I'm moving through. But I was so honored when Marty reached out and said, hey, I'm doing this thing and I know your story. So what do you think? It's like, yes. And it is in the past. It's been 14 years. Mm-hmm. So there's a lot of being me and no longer Bob Wynn.
That's right. You are the amazing Gwen, and all of the things that sparkle from you. It has been such a joy to have you on our show. I hope you've enjoyed being here with us too. And anybody out there, if you're thinking, hey, I can improve someone's life, I can inspire someone, I can help them grow their business. I'm an author of a book, I'm writing something, I've got a gift or creativity, then reach out to us and our team, and we'd be happy to feature you on our next show. But before we go, Gwen, would you share with us a final thought, a piece of information or inspiration as we go?
Ooh, water. Put joy into your water. Mm-hmm. I used to do joy talks, and I would have people put joy into their water. And I had someone say, now I know how Jesus turned wine to water. So put joy in your water, put gratitude, put love into your water. The most beautiful crystals that I've seen come from love and gratitude combined in water. And it's life. We got to have it.
Talk to your water.
talk to your water, and drink more than 8-ounce glasses of filtered, vibrated water.
You like my water?
It helps everything. Your brain lights up.
My water cup is covered in sparkles. It says time to shine. So
hey, you've got shiny water.
Shiny water all the time. Well, this has been a blast, and thank you so very much again. And that's it, everyone. I'm your host, Jessica Koch, and this has been a Profound Professionals. It's been a wonderful one. But until the next one, be kind to yourself out there. Oh, and please be kind to each other. Bye, everybody.